Hi, I'm Jill McBride Baxter, and I've been a sports law attorney for 30 years, and a coach's kid, and a coach's wife. I get up every day to protect people, be an advocate, and their trusted advisor. Let's get after it.
Well, Jill, as I know, as I hope everyone watching knows, you are an experienced attorney. Why is that an advantage, and why is it that a coach should have an attorney look at their contract?
Because the reason why we go to law school is because we actually get educated on the law. I had to take a contracts law class, for example. I had to take evidence class. I had to take criminal law and criminal procedure, and I read tons of cases. And what you learn from being in law school is that a word can be interpreted like 10 different ways. And I've talked in previous videos about the fact, like, even the word, there are so many vague words in a contract, like what might be offensive to a university. Well, you might read that and think, oh, that's no big deal. Well, it kind of is a big deal because I don't know what they're talking about. What is offensive? I want them to clearly define things in the contract. And sometimes I'll read through a contract and I'll say, oh, no, I don't like the meaning of that. But I have to read through every word, and I have to really think about what are the 5 different ways this could be interpreted that could not look too great at the end. Because when I first look at a contract, what do you think the first thing I do? Do you have any idea?
No.
I want to see what's going to happen when we don't get along. And that means you're either terminating without cause or you're terminated with cause. And all the words in the contract together are going to tell me what that's going to look like. And I'm going to explain it to you, and I'm going to say, are you going to be okay if this is what it looks like when they get rid of you? Because everybody's all so excited. I'm going to get hired. I'm going to make this much money, all this kind of stuff. Well, to really protect people, you've got to look at the end game. Like,
right. Worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
And you have to think of lots of different things. Like, even when I'm working on a current contract, and I realize if you don't put this one word in the contract, it could really have a big tax problem with a particular, person. Buyouts are a big example of that. If you have a huge buyout in your contract, just so you know you're going to get taxed on that money if the other school gives you money to pay the buyout. And then all of a sudden, $50,000 really ends up costing you $100,000, but you're only getting $50,000. You see, because you're going to get taxed on the money. So there's just so many different things in a contract that an attorney really needs to interpret. And as a coach, that's not what your expertise is. So I would suggest not even trying to do that. You need to get an attorney to look at your contracts. You should never sign anything with a university who has a whole team of people on their side. You should never sign a contract without having an attorney look at it. It's a huge mistake and error.
All right. I'll take your word for it. Thanks, Jill.
Thanks for watching my video. If you're a coach or athletics director, please call me or go to my website to get my coach's consulting package and fee structure. You can also subscribe to my podcast called Representation Without Taxation.